It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Lions and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. Love looking to throw it. That's complete to Dobbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go now. Black swap.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready, go.
Here's Love. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing. Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Fights off the defender. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Operating from the gun. Baker got his man. It's Thornton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. On play action. Love to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Going back to Love. And it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. We're scoreless after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Come on, set. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Love from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the show put on by these 2 defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, go. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Love now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Love. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Ready?
Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Baker. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Love. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down. to throw again. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back to throw now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Baker. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Baker from the gun on 3rd down. Ooh, with a juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Baker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Ready,
and they'll send Watson in motion right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Set cut. Set cut.
Play action this time with Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Looking to throw. Baker.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Baker, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's on the former first-rounder Taylor Decker.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. Back to throw. Baker
setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Love.
That's complete to Wicks.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Lloyd. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now Love will try with his legs.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Love from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Getting there for the breakup of the throw, that was Kirby Joseph.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Baker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That one hit right at the 9, but he couldn't get it to check up. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kirby Joseph. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. That stop made by Jack Campbell. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Baker now throwing to start the drive. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Lloyd,
they'll try to run this one in. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Love, this is 3rd and goal.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This for a 4th quarter lead.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Baker. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He's got right on the short throw. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have the Lions first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Back to throw. Baker. It's complete to Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages.
Bates' kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's Love. Watson making the catch.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Love. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
All right, go. Set.
Now Love.
And that's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Love. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So now the Lions down by 5, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And that's caught by Williams. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Packers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.